Liv Morgan fans, I have some news that you are not going to want to hear, and it's probably going to make you sad. In this video, I'm going to tell you exactly what that is, why you're going to be sad. Get the tissues ready, y'all, because look, not everything is doom and gloom for Liv Morgan and her fans, because 2024 has been a breakout year for her. And as we go into War Games, that Survivor Series following Thanksgiving, well, things could be looking up for Liv Morgan. There's a lot going on for Liv right now. Sure, she is continuing her storyline alignment with Dominic Mysterio and Raquel Rodriguez. Those are two major wins. You also have her setting up matches with Rhea Ripley. We still got to get that trilogy bout done. Also, Io Sky is technically the #1 contender for her Women's World Championship, and they look to be on a collision course for Saturday night's main event on December 14th. Reportedly, Becky Lynch is on her way back, and that could set the stage for a major feud with Liv Morgan, and something in which could help Liv get even more over, because ironically, it was Becky Lynch who got Liv over in the first place, in my opinion, when you had to have a new women's champion crowned. They worked a battle royale. Becky Lynch won the championship. That was vacated by Rhea Ripley because Liv Morgan injured Rhea Ripley at a Mania. And then at the King and Queen of the Ring PLE, it was Liv Morgan who beat Becky Lynch to win the championship. And then 2 nights later on Monday Night Raw, inside of a steel cage, thanks to more outside interference from Dirty Dominic Mysterio, she won the Women's World Championship. It was a major, major win for Liv Morgan in both of those matches. Now, look, Liv Morgan, she has really been able to tap into this character. She's been able to control it to the point where everything that she does, it essentially turns into gold. I mean, everything that she is doing right now is firing on all cylinders. Promo work down, character work absolutely dialed in, and she's getting a lot better in the ring, and more importantly, she's getting a lot more confident. So what is this news that Liv Morgan fans, they don't want to hear? Look, WWE fans, Liv Morgan fans, they are used to seeing Liv Morgan in WWE, but she's also made some Hollywood connections, and that is something in which she's looking forward to, and why she may be leaving WWE a lot more sooner than you actually want her to. More on that in a minute. Look, she had a previous cameo in Chucky in 2022. She made her film debut in The Killer Room in 2023. Look, WWE stars like John Cena, Batista, The Rock, among others, have led to crossing over into acting, and Morgan is interested in following in those footsteps, because while speaking with Cameron Hawkins of Uncrowned, Morgan commented on the crossover possibilities and noted that she would like to do more in that space. She said this: "I think these crossover opportunities are amazing. It brings in new viewers to each of these products that are involved. I audition regularly. I would love to be involved in more film, television, media, and I just want to see what else I can do in that space, and for WWE to be involved in that and to be supportive of that and helping me and guiding me through all this really amazing, cool things. But I just want to see what I can do." Think about that. If she wants to do more Hollywood acting, that's good. That's great for her. That is a new revenue source. That's a new entertainment source for her. It builds up her brand. Obviously, she's a very attractive young lady. But it will take her away from WWE. We're seeing this right now with MJF in AEW. He's missing television. He's not booked in matches. They're progressing storylines without him, and he's kind of taking a backseat role to them, right? And to their product. If Liv Morgan does that, the same would happen. Why did John Cena slow down his WWE tenure several years ago? It was because of acting. It was because of more opportunities and bigger roles and bigger projects. And eventually he went from full-time to part-time, right? And then he went from part-time to, well, I'm going to come in for a run, or I can only work TV. And then it was, well, I'll show up once a year. And it's like, ugh. Now, look, in his case, he got older, and he obviously wanted to go and pursue that. The same happened with The Rock, right? He wanted to go into acting. Instead of going the part-time and then once a year role, I mean, he just stopped, and then he would come back, and then he stopped, and then he was gone for 7 years. You look at a guy like Batista. He opted, you know what, in 2010, I think it was, I'm just going to go to acting and I'm going to try to make it. And the guy went broke doing so, and he lost everything, and he had to rebuild himself back up again because he wanted to follow in those footsteps. He wanted to follow his dream, his destiny that he felt as an actor. That's what Liv Morgan is wanting to do. Regardless of what she says right now, that is her eyes on the prize. Jade Cargill, that was one of the reasons in which she signed with she left AEW to sign with WWE. One, they were a bigger product, they were a bigger platform, but two, she also had Hollywood aspirations, and she felt like WWE had the connections to get her foot in the door and go into that realm. If you go in that realm, pro wrestling is going to be taking a step back. That is what Liv Morgan is talking about. That is why this is not news that fans don't want to hear, because if she goes into acting, then she's going to be taking time off from WWE, and she's not going to be positioned as what she is right now. And that would be a shame if she does so in the near future. Here's the positive. I don't think that she's going to be doing this within the next year. Maybe 3-4 years down the line, that's when she starts making her transition. And who's to say how far she follows this career closely, right? Because you can get into Hollywood and you can do roles here and there, and it doesn't take that much time away from you. But if we're in a situation in which we're talking about where she's going to be taking off multiple months and eventually leave WWE, or at least go into a part-time role, or maybe once a year type situation, that's a major problem for WWE and for Liv Morgan fans. And that's something in which you got to look at, you got to address, you got to see whether or not this is actually something that's going to happen. I don't know how far she will get in Hollywood, because we just don't know. Her exposure to that world, what we've been able to see on camera, whether that be TV or film, it's so limited. There's not a lot of room to see what Liv Morgan can offer in that role. Do I think that she could be good as an actor? Yes. I think that's what we've seen right now with her character. She's done amazing character work right now. But can she be that next breakout star? I don't know. And no one knows. She doesn't know. Hollywood doesn't know, because you don't have, it took The Rock years. It took Batista. Let me rephrase that. The Rock's role in The Scorpion King, obviously, major film. Walking Tall, that was a big film. But then he went through some struggles, right? He did The Game Plan, and he did Doom and really bad movies. Batista, he struggled for years. John Cena, he's had some just absolute crappers. But you can break through eventually. It's just when, how, and at what point in your life and career do you do so? That's something in which Liv Morgan's going to have to consider. Let me know down in the comments there below, what do you think about Liv Morgan's aspirations in Hollywood?